Let me ask you something that might sting a little. When did your emotions start running your schedule? Because if you're like most people, it's not one big breakdown. It's 1,000 small moments. You wake up and check your phone, and your mood is already ruined. Your boss sends a quick message, and you feel your stomach drop. Someone makes a comment that hits your pride, and you replay it all day. You promise yourself you'll stay calm, then you snap at the people you love. And the scariest part? Nothing major even happened, but you still feel emotionally drained. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. You're not weak, you're just untrained. Emotional strength isn't a personality trait, it's a set of habits, and the Stoics understood this 2,000 years ago. In this episode, I'm going to give you 10 habits that make you emotionally stronger, not by turning you cold, but by helping you stop being controlled by every text, every trigger, every bad day. And near the end, I'll share the one habit that most people avoid, even though it's the fastest way to feel stable again. Stay with me, you'll feel the difference.
Before we start, I want to be clear. This is not about becoming emotionless. Stoicism isn't about suppressing feelings or pretending you don't care. Stoicism is about something more practical, feeling what you feel without letting it hijack your life. Because modern life isn't calm, it's constant. Notifications, deadlines, family pressure, social media, a world that rewards reaction and punishes stillness. And if you're in your 30s or 40s, you're not just managing your emotions, you're managing work stress and performance, relationships and responsibilities, health, money, the future, and the quiet fear that you're falling behind. So today, we're going to walk through 10 habits, simple, practical, and grounded, inspired by Stoic wisdom, but translated into real modern life. Here's the structure you can expect. For each habit, I'll give you the core idea, a real-life situation you've probably lived, and one action you can use immediately. No lectures, no fluff, just tools. Let's begin. Habit 1. Start your day by identifying what you control. Emotionally strong people don't start the day reacting. They start by defining what's theirs to control. Most people wake up and immediately hand their nervous system to the world. You open your phone and it's like stepping into a storm. Emails you didn't answer, news you can't fix, someone else's success making you feel behind, a reminder of what you're not doing. And suddenly, your emotional state is decided by everything outside you. You feel tense before you even brush your teeth. The Stoics had a simple principle: focus on what's up to you, release what isn't. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, Habit 2. Practice the inner pause, a gap before you react. Emotionally strong people don't react fast, they react on purpose. You've probably had this moment. Someone says something sharp. Maybe it's your partner, a coworker, a family member. Your body responds first, heart rate up, jaw tight, heat in your chest, and then you respond instantly. A text, a tone, a comment. 5 minutes later, you think, why did I say that? I didn't even mean that. I just wanted to hurt them back. That's not you being bad. That's you being automatic. Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, but the judgments we attach to them. The pause is where you choose your judgment. Action, the 5-second rule. When emotion spikes, 1. Inhale slowly. 2. Exhale slower. 3. Count to 5. 4. Ask, what response would I respect later? That tiny delay breaks the chain reaction.
and over time, that pause becomes your new default. This is how you become calm under pressure, not by being chill, but by being trained.
Habit 3. Be honest with yourself, without shame. Emotionally strong people face themselves directly, without excuses, without self-hate. A lot of emotional suffering comes from one quiet lie. I'm fine. But you're not fine. You're resentful, or lonely, or insecure. And you keep pushing it down because you don't have time to feel it. And then it leaks out sideways. You get passive-aggressive. You overreact. You shut down. You numb with scrolling, snacks, drinking, work. Not because you're weak, because you're avoiding truth. And avoidance always collects interest. The Stoics didn't worship comfort. They respected clarity. Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." So the habit is simple. Name the truth calmly. Not dramatic, not self-punishing, just honest. Action. 2 questions. Once a day, ask, what am I really feeling right now? What am I pretending not to know? Sometimes the answer is uncomfortable. I'm exhausted, not lazy. I'm scared of being judged. I'm staying in a situation that doesn't fit me. I'm angry because I feel disrespected. That honesty is not weakness. It's the beginning of strength, because you can't change what you refuse to name.
Habit 4. End the day with reflection, not distraction. Emotionally strong people review their day. They don't just escape it. A lot of people end the day like this. You're tired, brain fried, so you collapse into the couch, scroll until your eyes blur, then sleep half restless. And the next day you wake up with the same patterns, same triggers, same mistakes, same regret. Not because you're not trying, because you never paused long enough to learn. Marcus Aurelius used nightly reflection to sharpen his character, not to judge himself, to train himself. Action. 3-minute reflection. Before bed, ask, 1. What did I do well today? Even one thing. 2. Where did I lose control? No shame, just facts. 3. What will I do differently next time? That next time is everything, because emotional strength isn't built in one heroic moment. It's built in small adjustments repeated. Reflection turns pain into progress. Habit 5. Practice gratitude without toxic positivity. Emotionally strong people are grateful, not because life is perfect, but because they choose perspective. Let's be honest, just be grateful can sound insulting when life is heavy. If you're dealing with stress, bills, family issues, health anxiety, gratitude can feel like pretending, and pretending makes people feel alone. Stoic gratitude isn't fake happiness, it's this. Remember what can be taken. Appreciate what remains. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, imagining loss, not to be depressed, but to wake up. Action. 1 sentence a day. Pick one ordinary thing and say, if this disappeared tomorrow, I would miss it. Your health, a friend, your home, the ability to walk, your kids' laugh. This isn't forcing positivity. This is grounding yourself in reality, the reality that not everything is guaranteed. Gratitude isn't a mood, it's a discipline, and it builds emotional resilience because it keeps you from living in constant scarcity. Habit 6. Learn the art of letting go. Loss is part of life. Emotionally strong people accept change. They don't negotiate with reality. There's a particular kind of suffering that doesn't look dramatic, but it's brutal. You keep replaying what you lost.
a relationship, a job, a version of your life you thought you'd have, even a moment of respect you didn't get, and you keep thinking it shouldn't have happened like this. That sentence will trap you for years. Marcus Aurelius said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." That's not cold, that's clean. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you stop bleeding in a place you can't heal. Action, the release statement. When you catch yourself replaying the past, say, "I don't have to like it, but I accept that it happened. Now I choose my next step." That one shift pulls you back into the present, where your power lives. Because clinging doesn't change the past, it only steals the future.
Habit 7. Set clear priorities, or the world will set them for you. Emotionally strong people protect their attention. They don't live by urgency. Modern life is loud. Everything feels urgent. Every email, every message, every headline, every request. You spend your week putting out fires, then wonder why you feel empty. You're doing a lot, but you're not building what matters. And emotionally, that creates anxiety, irritation, and this quiet sense of, "I'm failing." Stoicism is built on values, not opinions, not trends, values. Action, the priority filter. Once a day, ask, what actually matters to me? What's noise disguised as importance? If I could only do one meaningful thing today, what would it be? Then, do that first. This habit reduces emotional overload because it gives your life a spine. When your day has priorities, you don't get pulled by every emotion. You have direction. Habit 8. Control your inputs: social media, news, and people. Emotionally strong people are disciplined about what they consume because inputs become mood. Let me describe a morning that's way too common. You wake up, you scroll. In 10 minutes, you've absorbed someone else's highlight reel, breaking news designed to scare you, arguments that aren't yours, opinions that make you angry, success content that makes you feel behind. And then you sit in your car or at your desk and think, why do I feel stressed already? Because you didn't start your day. You let the internet start it for you. And here's what hurts. You can be doing fine in real life, but emotionally drowning in a world you only visited through your phone. Stoic emotional strength begins with this idea. Protect the mind like you protect the body. You wouldn't eat junk all day and expect energy. So why do we feed our minds chaos and expect peace? Action. 3 simple boundaries. Pick one of these today. No phone for the first 20 minutes after waking. Turn off non-essential notifications. One fixed time window for news or social media. Example, 6 to 6:30 p.m. This isn't about being disciplined, it's about being sane, because the mind becomes what it repeatedly consumes. And if you want emotional strength, you have to stop poisoning your attention. Habit 9. Practice mental detachment. Feel without clinging. Emotionally strong people don't shut down, they step back. A lot of people hear detachment and think it means not caring. But what most people are doing isn't caring, it's clinging. Clinging looks like replaying the conversation in your head, needing the last word, obsessing over how you were perceived, checking if they saw your message, letting one person's disrespect define your mood. That's not love, that's emotional captivity. Detachment is not coldness. Detachment is distance. It's being able to say, I notice this emotion, but I don't have to obey it. Action. Name it. Don't merge with it. When a feeling rises, say, I'm noticing anger. I'm noticing anxiety. I'm noticing insecurity. Not, I am angry. Not, I am anxious. That language creates space, and space creates choice. This habit is powerful because it stops you from being consumed by momentary storms. You become steady, even when life isn't.
Habit 10. Set a daily purpose. One intention that grounds you. Emotionally strong people don't drift. They aim, even in small ways. Drifting is sneaky. It doesn't feel like failure. It feels like just being busy. But drifting creates low-grade depression, irritability, emptiness, a sense of, what am I doing with my life? You finish the day and you can't point to anything meaningful. And emotionally, that destroys you over time. Marcus Aurelius wrote something simple and sharp. Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one. So the habit is, choose one purpose per day. Not a huge list, not a fantasy plan. One direction. Action. Daily purpose question. Ask, what is one thing I can do today that I'll respect myself for tonight? It could be having the hard conversation calmly, doing the workout even when you don't feel like it, showing patience with your kid, completing one meaningful task at work, turning your phone off and being present. Purpose creates stability, because when you live with intention, you stop being pushed around by emotion. You become anchored.
Earlier, I said I'd share the habit most people avoid. It's not the pause. It's not gratitude. It's not even letting go. It's this, controlling your inputs. Because it forces you to admit something hard. A lot of your stress isn't coming from your actual life. It's coming from what you keep allowing into your mind. And once you change that, everything else becomes easier. The pause becomes easier. Reflection becomes clearer. Detachment becomes natural. Your emotions stop feeling like an emergency. That's why this habit changes everything. Let's bring it home. Today, we walked through 10 habits that build emotional strength. 1. Start your day by identifying what you control. 2. Practice the inner pause. 3. Be honest with yourself. 4. Reflect daily. 5. Practice grounded gratitude. 6. Learn the art of letting go. 7. Set clear priorities. 8. Control your inputs. 9. Practice mental detachment. 10. Set a daily purpose. None of these are glamorous, but together they do something rare. They make you emotionally stable in a world designed to make you reactive. Don't try to do all 10. Pick one habit, just one, and commit to it for 7 days. And then come back and tell me what changed. Comment below, which habit hit you the hardest, 1 through 10? If this episode helped you feel calmer, clearer, or more in control, hit like. It helps more people find this. And subscribe if you want more stoic tools for modern life. Not philosophy for the bookshelf, but habits you can actually live. You're not broken, you're building. And that's emotional strength.